Rudy heard the keys in the lock to his cell, and the cell door open, but he kept his eyes closed. A moment later he heard a voice say, "There you go." Rudy heard a soft thud like something or someone had been thrown into the cell. Just as Rudy opened his eyes, he heard his wife's voice cry out. "Rudy!" Luna screamed. She ran over to her husband and cried hard when she saw the state that he was in. She touched his head lightly while looking at his face. "What did these monsters do to you?" Rudy looked at Luna. "I'm all right." He had tears in his eyes. "What are you doing here? Did they harm you in any way?" "No, they didn't harm me. They gave me truth serum and asked me some questions, but I cannot really remember what they asked or what I said." "Rudy, what's happening?" "I'm not sure. I have some ideas, but I can't speak of them now." "Then speak to me in Russian." Unbeknownst to Luna and Rudy, Nurse Brady had remained in the hall and was listening against the wall, just outside of Rudy's cell, just out of sight. She gasped when she heard what Luna said, and then placed her hand over her mouth and moved a little closer to be able to hear better. Rudy smiled at Luna and touched her face. He spoke this in Russian. "My love, even though a couple of the people have Russian accents, I am not certain that they are really Russian, nor am I certain that they can be trusted." Luna answered back in Russian, "My dearest husband, I think that if they are Russian, and knew that you were born in Russia and worked for them, they would not have done this to you." Luna swallowed hard. "Rudy, the men that came to pick me up were dressed like SMU agents, but said that they were with the CPAC." Rudy continued speaking in Russian. "My darling Luna, I know that they are not SMU agents or with Paulson, or they would have never bothered to question me. They would have killed me immediately, and anyone else that they thought that I had spoken to. And I know the CPAC. They all know me. They would never do this to me, even if they had found out the truth. Do you understand?" "Then who are they? Tor?" Luna's Russian was exquisite. "This isn't Tor's style." Rudy felt so much better now that Luna was by his side. "Then they have to be Russian," Luna insisted. "Or German. The doctor that asked me the questions was German." Luna looked at her husband. "Rudy, I do remember that Dr. Black asked me if you were a spy." "I do not believe that for a moment. I know that you are collecting information for Russia about the different military groups in America, so that they can stay safe in case anyone is plotting against them. That's not spying." Luna stuck out her lower lip in a pout. Nurse Brady lowered her hand from her mouth in shock. Rudy finally spoke again in English. "Let's now talk. Sit here beside me. I'm struggling because I am so happy to see you, but so saddened that you are here." Luna smiled and sat next to her husband on the floor.